As we all know, divorce rates are going up across the world, but these cases are inevitable in certain circumstances. But divorce need not always be a long drawn, horrible experience in the courts of the country. Today, we will be dealing with how to dissolve your marriage by way of mutual consent. The first question that arises is what actually is mutual consent divorce? Mutual consent divorce is a process by which two parties they agree to dissolve their marriage by way of mutual consent. They agree upon the terms of settlement and they try to part ways in the most amicable and civil manner. Who is the correct authority to dissolve your marriage by mutual consent? Is it an advocate who can do it? Or is it a notary who can do it? Or is it a religious authority who can do it? The answer would be no. These three cannot do it. The person who can do it or the authority who can do it is a court of competent jurisdiction. So, why do I mention this? That it is the court who can do it? Because I have seen many cases where people have gone to a notary person or an advocate or to a Maulvi or a priest, wherein they have entered into a simple agreement saying that we want to dissolve the marriage. On the face of it, it may look that yes, the marriage has dissolved, but actually the marriage has not dissolved and the legal status of your marriage continues. स्पेशली इन द रूरल एरियाज आपने देखा होगा कि आप मौलवी के पास जाते हैं या आप पंडित जी के पास जाते हैं जहां पे आप बोल देते हैं कि भाई हमें साथ में नहीं रहना या इनफैक्ट पीपल गो इवन टू द पुलिस स्टेशन जाके बोल देंगे कि हमारा मैरिज डिसॉल्व कर दीजिए, हमको इनके साथ नहीं रहना है, और वो अग्रीमेंट तक बना देते हैं, एक एफिडेविट भी बना देते हैं. ये दिस इज एब्सोल्युटली रॉन्ग एंड दिस हैज एब्सोल्युटली नो अथॉरिटी. द ओनली वे बाय विच योर मैरिज कैन बी डिसॉल्व, आपकी शादी खत्म हो सकती है, वो है थ्रू कोर्ट. आपको कोर्ट जाना ही पड़ेगा, भले ही शादी करने के लिए आपको कोर्ट ना जाना पड़े, but to dissolve your marriage you will have to go through the court. Now let us see how do you do it the right way. For people who are Hindus by religion, they have to file a petition under section 13b of the Hindu Marriage Act. For people who are Christian, they have to file necessary or similar petition under section 10a of the Divorce Act. For people whose marriage is registered under the Special Marriage Act, they will have to file a petition under section 28 of the Special Marriage Act. And for people who are following the Islam faith, they have to follow a two-step procedure wherein first they have to dissolve their marriage by way of talaq, by way of khula, mubarat, ilan or any other way. And then they will have to seek a declaration of the fact that they have dissolved the marriage from a competent court. So going to court is inevitable and you have to go to court to ensure that your marriage is dissolved in a proper manner. For detailed steps on different procedures which are applicable to each individual based on the different laws that govern them, we will come up with different videos. So stay tuned and subscribe to my channel for further videos. लेकिन अभी के लिए let's see how much time does mutual consent divorce actually take. The amount of time taken for mutual consent divorce is different for different people and it is based on the religion that they are governed by. Generally, mutual consent divorce takes 18 months to somewhere 3 years. However, if you file an application, the time duration can be reduced and your mutual divorce can go through in a day as well. You may be of an opinion that 3 years is a lot of time, but trust me, if you go for a contested divorce, it would be much more than 3 years. The speed at which mutual consent divorce is done is one of the biggest benefit of choosing this way of divorce. The next benefit being that both the parties are satisfied with the outcome of the proceedings. This means that whatever are the terms agreed upon by the parties, they are more likely to be adhered to and respected by each other. In your mutual consent, you can also decide about the custody of your child. While you decide to part ways in the most civil and amicable manner, you have an option to also decide the issue of custody of your minor children. This is the third biggest benefit of mutual consent divorce. As advocates, we see that children are most affected when people part ways. It is even worse for children when the dispute is adversarial in nature. The party who is not happy with the outcome of the proceedings, they try to use these children as bargaining tools. वो बच्चे को बीच में लाके कहेंगे कि नहीं, आप मैं आपको बच्चे से नहीं मिलने दूंगा या बच्चे से नहीं मिलने दूंगी जब तक कि आप मेरे ये टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस नहीं मानेंगे. So in this case, the parental alienation is inevitable. So if you go with the mutual consent divorce, you will have more of acceptance by the other side and there is more likelihood that there would be compliance of the custody orders as well. म्यूचुअल कंसेंट डिवोर्स के लिए इतना ही. अगर आपको डिटेल वीडियो चाहिए तो हमारे अदर वीडियोस भी देखिए. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग. स्टे ट्यून्ड.